senators and representatives, I have the distinguished honor of presenting the President of the United States.
Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of the Senate, of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at solicitation of Japan, still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. Indeed, 1 hour after Japanese air squadrons had commenced bombing in the American island of Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague delivered to our Secretary of State a formal reply to a recent American message. And while this reply stated that it seemed useless to continue the existing diplomatic negotiations, it contained no threat or hint of war or of armed attack. It will be recorded that the distance of Hawaii from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned many days or even weeks ago. During the intervening time, the Japanese government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost. In addition, American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu. Yesterday, the Japanese government also launched an attack against Malaya. Last night, Japanese forces attacked Hong Kong. Last night, Japanese forces attacked Guam. Last night, Japanese forces attacked the Philippine Islands. Last night, the Japanese attacked Wake Island. And this morning, the Japanese attacked Midway Island. Japan has therefore undertaken a surprise offensive extending throughout the Pacific area. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. The people of the United States have already formed their opinions and well understand the implications to the very life and safety of our nation. As Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, I have directed that all measures be taken for our defense, but always will our whole nation remember the character of the onslaught against us. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory. I believe that I interpret the will of the Congress and of the people when I assert that we will not only defend ourselves to the uttermost, but will make it very certain that this form of treachery shall never again endanger us. Hostilities exist. There is no blinking at the fact that our people, our territory, and our interests are in grave danger. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Congress, with overwhelming acclaim, then voted the declaration of a state of war, and the President signed it 3 hours after this historic scene.
Thank you for watching this video this far. We are CheckouttheRILEYS. This was a visit to the U.S. Missouri that's docked there in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. This was on the celebration of the Pearl Harbor attack. So it's approximately crack of dawn right here where we're on the boat. Shout out to the Hasters for making this happen. She was very kind and invited me to go along with her for this celebration. We did get on the boat, and as you see, there's a service going on. You probably seen the vet there. He was a Pearl Harbor survivor. I'm thinking he's 90, late 90s. Him and his wife was there for the ceremony, and we were there enjoying it. So as you know, on December 7th, 1941, the Empire of Japan attacked our naval base there in Hawaii, and a day that will live in infamy. This is such a big honor for me. I'm definitely a World War II buff. I really enjoy learning about it, and not only just watching the videos, but I was there during this ceremony. So this is probably one of the most special videos I've ever posted on this channel. So bear with me if I get choked up as I go along here a little bit. The celebration that you see again is on the USS Missouri. This is the boat that Japan formally surrendered to us on September the 2nd, 1945, there in Tokyo Bay. There's a big placard and all that good stuff. Guys, if you ever in Hawaii, put this on your list of there's a lot of beautiful stuff to see in Hawaii, but put this on the list as far as visit this area. Most of the tourists, etc., they can't go certain places, etc. But we were able to go behind the scenes, if you will. So some of the different things, most of the tourists were over on the other side. There's a formal place, memorial, and all that good stuff. And that's where you get on the boat to go out to the USS Arizona memorial. And, there's submarines there that you can get on, and, we all kinds of different things to check out. But this was a very special ceremony that we were able to witness. They had plane flyovers. They had one of the U.S. Military boats did a drive-by, and so many things were going on. I was not able to capture, I probably got 1/10 of the stuff that was going on. That's how much stuff was happening. Eventually, we went over to the other side and checked it out. But we also paid a visit there to the back side of the memorial of the Arizona. It was such a special day and a special time for me to be in Hawaii. Shout out to my bro H2H for making that happen. And the Habsters was such a great host, and they were just really taking care of me, and I really appreciate that. Showing me around the island, showing me not only the tourist spots, but, how the locals lived, So, I give it up to them. It was amazing to be able to go through the sights and sounds there, especially Pearl Harbor and Ford Island. And, I got to go see bullet holes that were still there to this day, where they attacked us and were shooting at our planes and different things. It was just amazing. I can't even put it out there. Some of the things I was able to see and do while I was there. The Habsters took me back to this part a few different times, so I was able to see it over and over, but not on board the USS Missouri like that. Of course, the USS Missouri was used all the way up to the Gulf War. So after the Gulf War, I think that's when it retired. You can look up videos about that more. But it's just amazing to be able to stand aboard an actual ship that is so much part of the U.S. history. Wow. I tried to, some of the different stations, I tried to video them. Just pause the video, if you will, and take a look at some of those different stations that I checked out. You even seen where they did the sea burials. There was a special spot on the ship that was dedicated to that, where they had to bury people out at sea. And it was just very cool to be able to see. There's so much more that's, again, not in this video. Different things that you're able to go and look at, other battleships that are still sank there in the harbor, and it's just amazing to look at it and to be there with all that history and all that. So many people lost their lives that day and during the war that came thereafter. I put FDR's declaration of war there, his speech that he gave. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did get that off of another YouTuber, and I'll put his link, etc., in the comments. You guys, please leave me a comment. Tell us what you think about this, and is there anything that I showed you that you didn't know that was there, etc. Or if you have questions, I'll try to answer anything that I'm able to. Once we got back to the other side there, where the other memorial was, you seen the other vet. He was like 100 and early hundreds is what we understood him to be, but it was just an honor for me to just be there on this particular day and watch the ceremony, watch the boats and the planes. But thank you for watching. We appreciate you checking out the Rileys, and God bless you all. Leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, and share this to somebody that might like to see it. Again, thank you, Havsters. Thank you, H2H. Love you guys. Till next time, check out the Rileys.